What's up, Xenos? And I imagine you too nosy to follow. The Xenoist of the people and the nosiest of the people. Yeah, there he is. What's up, you too nosy? Ah, yes, 14th gen. But this is the 14th gen that doesn't oxidize. What's up, Smug Grinch? I need to get my glasses. I cannot read those. Is that Dennis? Denise? You too nosy. I'm having to make that weird face so I can see, you know? Leo. What's up, guys? Yeah, we're doing a 14 Gen i3 build today, which, you know, we still love the 12100F, but I will say the 14100F is often like $80, so pretty close to the 1200F price, and it does have some improved technologies to it, a little bit higher boost in base frequencies. Still 4-core 8-thread, but super solid CPU that can go fairly mid-range on the graphics card selection.
57 minutes ago, Nintendo Switch 2 officially revealed by Nintendo. Let's look at it.
What's the thumbnails looking like? Good or bad?
No, it's just Nintendo's teaser.
Oh, so there's no reviews yet?
No.
Okay, it looks like a Switch.
Oh, this is the old Switch, I think. Maybe.
Oh.
Oh, bigger.
Oh. Matte.
Whoa.
It's like a matte finish, it looks like.
Yeah, okay.
USB-C.
Nice, nice. Power buttons on top. Okay. Another USB-C. What's that for?
Oh. Maybe a keyboard?
Oh, a better kickstand.
What?
That's a nicer kickstand.
I didn't even know they had kickstands before.
Ooh, we can go flat. Sorry, chat, we're watching something. Ooh. Bigger Joy-Cons?
And they're black, sleek, okay.
Oh, that's like the,
So bumpers?
yeah, the additional attachment where you can like use it.
You think it's built in, maybe?
I think it's like the slide-on one. You remember you could like slide it on and then use it like
yeah. They're crawling. They're mice.
This is such a Nintendo thing. Oh, it's not a slide in. It just pushes in now.
Huh. So maybe you can leave those things on then.
Yeah, it looks nice. It looks cool.
They didn't give a single tech spec or screen spec or anything, but I wonder if the analog sticks will be Hall effect. You know.
An ad, gotta fix that. What do you mean gotta fix that? Did you get hit with an ad? We have like the lowest Twitch ad rates like possible right now, right? We like have it pretty low.
Oh, they're off.
Yeah, they're basically
off.
off.
So that's just Twitch doing it. There's nothing we can really do about those.
Can't do anything about that.
It's just us being partnered and
Y'all got a sub if you want to get rid of those.
Yeah, I wonder if yeah, I'm curious to see, because I know a big problem with the Switches before were like the Switches themselves, they're pretty dependable, but I know the Joy-Cons
they suck.
always had issues with like the slide actually working and everything and connecting.
I will say that's like the worst leaked device ever, because for like a month that image has just been out there, like the way it looks. So it's kind of like, you know, Nintendo's like, oh, whatever. It's backward compatible with physical and digital Switch games. Is it? That's cool. I would hope so.
I'd be shocked if it wasn't.
There's too many good games on Switch.
Remember the Nintendo DS freaking like Game Boy games?
Yeah, that'd be kind of dumb. I mean, I get it with the Switch. They had to release the Switch with like a couple games. Remember when it first came out, everyone's like, there's Mario Kart. And apparently, I didn't even know that the Mario Kart version that was on there wasn't even a new Mario Kart version. It was ported from the Wii U.
Oh.
That's what I think McAllister told me that.
Go Nintendo.
But yeah, I remember when it first came out, it was Mario Kart. Nobody wanted it. And now there's a bunch of games. So that's pretty cool. Ah, Plum Crazy with the sub.
Wow.
Thank you.
Drummer in a Box, Cash, and Plum Crazy. Thank you, guys.
What's up, guys? What's up? Thank you for getting the hype going this morning. Is anyone going to buy a Switch 2? I'd probably buy one, even though I don't use my Switch right now.
Yeah. I feel like it's how most people with Switches are. You use them like a couple times a year, but when you have them, you're like, man,
now,
I'm glad I have
Nintendo comes out and there's a launch day Pokemon game, they already got me. It's sold. Even though I haven't even finished the last Pokemon game that was launched, but.
Hey, thank you for the 100 bits.
Have you guys, yes, did you hear that? We were just talking about the 8400F yesterday, but AMD just announced a 7400F that is going to be US global. 6-core, 12-thread. I don't know what the price is going to be, though. Did they say a price?
Are we just looking at basically a 7500F, like slightly dumbed down?
I think, yeah, worse than the 7500F, but I guess available globally.
Hopefully there's not some weird freaking caveat where it's like less PCIe lanes or something.
The ad says not all games will be compatible. Which ad are you watching?
Really?
That ad didn't
And
tell me
what would that mean, not all games? Like, how can they have some that aren't? Also, that's an OG name right there, I think, Clayler. I'm having, like, flashbacks. Like, I feel like I remember saying that name, like, 10 years ago on live stream.
It's probably a 7500F. Well, then why isn't it a 7500F?
Why has he got a different name then?
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for that. That'd be cool if they actually said, you know what, 7500F, the regional thing, it broke. People are buying it on AliExpress. Let's just make a 7400F that is available in the US. That'd be cool.
What's mad weird, though, and can be really confusing, is like everyone, I mean, I would think the 8400F should be better
But it ain't.
than the 7400F. Yeah, I don't get that.
Now I watched the whole, because I bought one of the 8400Fs because I was curious at that point. Maroon Goon, thank you so much for the sub. You guys are going crazy this morning.
Yeah,
What's up?
Did you figure out what like the caveats are with it?
It is just a slower 7500F. Like it literally is just slower. Like,
so it's not like the G
like,
processors. There's no like.
Not that I saw in the video. I was watching Tech City's video, and to be fair, I did skip the benchmark. So he may have said at the beginning what the problem was with it. But just on initial look, the 8400F looks to be just a slower version of the 7500F. But it says like it by a decent amount, so it's one of those things where if you just spend the extra $30 on AliExpress, it's way better to get the 7500F. But you can get I just got the 8400F for $89, which is really freaking cheap for AM5. So we'll see what it can do.
Especially if it's better than something like, I think that would compare to the 4100F is about $80 something. So.
What's up, guys? How you doing? Good morning. Good morning.
Toasty fam. What laptop should you get for school for under $400? Well, you got a really wide selection. I mean, realistically, if it's for school, and I understand that you might want to game a little bit, I would very much aim for like an APU so that you get long battery life. Because if you get one with like a GPU, you know, that laptop might not make it through the school day for you.
I was using these screws before. Should I not use these screws? Would it make it hard for packaging?
It might. I don't know. I guess it depends on how much, if you wanted to try it.
Nah, I did it for one build, so we'll find out if that is a problem.
Andrea was, talking about that, and she was like, yeah, it's kind of dumb they include those. I'm like, it's kind of funny, though, because those are technically worth a lot more.
Yeah, they are.
Like, thumb screws are kind of expensive compared to, there's... Now, Nvidia is definitely not still producing 30 series. They're barely producing 40 series right now.
No, they are very, compared to AMD, AMD is a little bit better at this because I guess their mid-range cards kind of carry a little more weight. Nvidia is very much like months before the new cards come out, they're just done. Like, they don't produce them anymore.
I do not get, because...
I don't get it either.
It feels like the demand is there heavy. So, I mean, they got to figure it out. It's Nvidia. They're literally like the richest company in the world, so... I don't know what the marketing tactic there is or where they're losing money still making the GPUs, but it's somewhere.
4200 is a rare site. Well, I know the reason we've been using it is because it's basically the same price as getting like a 12 or 13 Gen 1 now. So
yes.
Or cheaper. It's actually like, because you can't really find 12 or 13 Gen sometimes.
And like I was saying, the 4200F does, it's not like it's no worse than the 12 or 13 Gen. It's actually slightly better. It's really minute. It's really just in like the base speeds and everything. There might be more cache and stuff too. I don't know. I'm sure someone in chat could tell you all.
I'm interested in the new Arc B580 on PC. It's a 12900K right now and a 1080 Ti. Do you think that'd be a good upgrade? I think it would be an upgrade, but I don't know if it would be like a mind-blowing upgrade. If you only, the reason I got to ask, how long have you had the 1080 Ti? Did you buy that used? Because I'm just thinking like generationally, if you had that card when it came out, you spent $600 on it, which I know nowadays for a high-end card, whatever. It does seem kind of weird, but I mean, life happens. To spend $250 on an upgraded GPU, that is better, don't get me wrong, but it's one of those things where, is it really worth that much, or should you just wait for a new gen card that's like an AMD higher-end GPU and throw it with that 12900K?
What GPU did they get? Or were they looking at getting?
Oh, they wanted a B580. From a 1080 Ti. And I was like, I mean, it's an upgrade, but is it really like a, whoa, upgrade?
I mean, here's the way I look at it, is like the 1080 Ti should be like a 2070 Super, which should be like a, I believe like a 3060?
3060.
And then the 3060 is kind of similar to the 4060.
The B580 goes back and forth with the 4060. So is it really an upgrade? Yeah.
You definitely get a lot of newer technologies, and I'm sure you will get more FPS, but I'm like, it's not going to be crazy.
No.
Shouldn't be.
That'd be one of those things where I'd save up a little bit more, because you have a good CPU still. 12900K is still a really good CPU.
That is very good.
And you could go with a lot of GPUs, so... If I have a 580 2048, what should I upgrade to? Oh boy, you got options. What CPU though? That's the biggest thing.
Now, see, this guy needs an upgrade.
This guy,
He deserves it.
he deserves an upgrade. What CPU we talking? Honk button? Y'all are, I can tell you're new here if you're just redeeming a honk button.
Y'all are
10 minutes into the stream.
Y'all are already honking this early.
I forgot that PCP won a giveaway a while ago.
Yeah, we often forget who wins the actual PC giveaways these days.
We do so many.
I feel like I remember Chaotic for a long time, and I remember Midnight very easily.
Midnight, because Midnight asks every day when they're
eligible.
When they're eligible for a new one, so they keep making us remember. And also, they're a regular. So like any of the regulars, we can kind of remember for the most part. PCP though, honestly, if you told me before you said that to list off PC giveaway winners, I don't know if I would have named them.
And if you asked me the specs of what you won, I could not tell you.
Couldn't tell you, dude. What the hell? Thank you for the hype train complete level 2, guys. Thank you. 4 subs and 100 biddies.
What made y'all want to do that, huh?
With the 3060 12 gig, is there a viable upgrade that doesn't cost 500 or more?
Chad, I did the thing.
I would say, oh, you did the thing. Not in this current generation, I'll be honest. I would say wait till all the new cards come out, and then there would be. But I'd say right now, I think the 3060 12 gig, especially depending on what you paid for it, is still a really good card. Hence, we're building with it right now. Oh my God. Have you guys played that game Off the Grid?
Another shill.
Let me tell you about Off the Grid. Yeah, we did. And yeah, it's fine.
I know, yeah, I remember thinking I wanted to keep playing it. Now I have no desire to, but I remember when we were playing it, I didn't think it was too bad. It was a little strange, didn't run great.
The vibes just, I don't know. The vibes just weren't there for me. It fell off hard. I mean, I could have, yeah. It's one of those things where it was a cool concept. The graphics were really cool. It just ran like garbage on people's computers. Normally games like that, they either stick because they have a mechanic that keeps people coming back. Hence, Marvel Rivals right now is sticking because people really like that style of game. But they kind of have to survive the, hey, we finished paying big streamers to play our game for X amount of time. Let's hope that they like the game and want to keep playing it. If they don't, then it's probably just going to fall off a cliff.
Yeah, if they have like some big, you know, every game, whenever there's an update, it seems to always make a resurgence of some sort. So if they find a way to update it that's pretty good and there's no money grabs involved, they could probably be fine. But that's the problem, is a lot of games that are like already dying will do an update that is like skins and battle passes, and that's when people just hate on it.
I built the PC from your channel, Ryzen 5 4500, the 580 would a 1660 be a better upgrade? It would be an upgrade, but a slight upgrade. With the Ryzen 5 4500, at least you're on AM4, so you have CPU upgrade room. You're kind of at that point where I wouldn't say it's like an exactly balanced build. The 580 2048 is old, but it's a pretty solid balanced build. If you just want to do a GPU upgrade, highest I would probably go is something like a used 3060 12 gig or an RX 6600. That would be an upgrade, but if you want to get even more headroom, I'd be looking at a CPU upgrade to something like an AliExpress 5600 or 5700X, and then throw in as high as like a 4070 or 7800 XT. Like you can go that high, but again, at that point you need to know what power supply and stuff you have when you go that high end. But easy plop in would be like a used RX 6600 or 6650 XT or 3060 12 gig. 4060 would work, but I think there's still, I wouldn't get a 4060 Ti first of all. 4060 would work. I think that is pushing it a little bit with the 4500. It's a good CPU, don't get me wrong, but these like 13th and 14th Gen i3s are better than that CPU, even though it's a 6-core 12 thread. In terms of gaming, that is.
Gotta remember about that Gen 4, guys. Don't sleep on it.
I'm talking budget. Well, if you're talking budget, then I would say RX 6600. You could find those occasionally for about 130 to like 160 bucks. And it would be an upgrade for sure.
Yeah, much better than the 580. And don't be fooled by that VRAM. Just because it says, you know, 8 gigs, it might as well not be.
5600X for the 4060 is a mint combo. It is if you do good deal hunting. That's where like they could go with that in the future, depending on what their power supply and everything is. I got a 7600 PC for 300 USD. Did I do good toast? Yes, you did amazing.
Toast.
Call us toast. Yes, that if you actually got that, congratulations. That is a very good deal. Keyword, if you actually did, because I'm wondering how you got that for $300.
And then what they're gonna comment on our video, our next video where we thought we did like pretty good, and they're gonna be like,
Yeah,
I was able to get this for $100.
Guys, we can lie too if you want us to lie. I mean, what do you want from us?
It's Pinkle Tech.
Piggy Tech, you never replied to Jackson's Discord message.
So I'm trying to think with Buster Cluster here. You didn't even name, 2070 Super. Would 780 be a good sale price? If you can get that, by all means, but if you're selling like local,
depends on your local market.
I would be surprised if you could get more than like maybe 5 or 6 for that.
Here, that would not happen.
I mean, right now I'm selling a, what is that, a 9700K with a 2080 Super, and I'm asking $650. I've had a couple people only do the is this available, and that's it. I'm imagining that build's probably gonna sell for closer to like, you know, 575 or 6.
How much should we pay again?
475, I think, or 450 even. Yeah, the used market can be a rough place, and even if you go somewhere like, you know, Jawa or eBay, you have to remember you might be able to get closer to that 750. I still don't think you will, but you're gonna be paying about 20 to about, I would say, I said 20. 13 to 20% of your overall sale is going to go towards like fees and stuff.
I never really recommend parting out a gaming PC. I don't think that'd be any better.
Nah, it's not like a car.
No, it's not. It's not really worth. There's not something that's substantially more valuable. I mean, I guess the graphics card technically, but like, no. I wouldn't.
And you're not going to do that locally.
No.
Not well, at least.
And the person, I think they were asking about, are people still not recommending 13 and 14 gen Intel? I think nowadays the higher end CPUs, especially with the BIOS updates, we've heard nothing else about it. So that's kind of like the no news is good news kind of thing when it comes to that. The microcode update came out, 13 and 14 gen. If you want to rock that, you're probably fine at this point.
Yeah, I mean, as we've said this before, we have Matt's piece in the other room, Jonah's, Zach, and McAllister's PC
they're all updated and they're all running fine.
Yeah, they're all 13th to 14th gen Intel, and they were all built before, like well before the microcode update, and none of them have issues really. Zach will tell you his does, but
he'll tell you it's crashing all the time. But his PC at home crashes all the
crashes
time. So I
more,
think it's more
and that's Ryzen.
I think it's more of a him issue.
It's a user thing. Why such a big box for such a little drive?
Let's see. I have a 580 2048. Well, there's a lot of 2048 gamers in here, which I plan to upgrade to 4060 for streaming and gaming. For the CPU, I have a 5500, but I'm not sure if I should stick. No, I would just do 5500 4060. That'll work.
Yeah, no, 5700F.
I've never heard of the 5700F, by the way.
I don't know if that's a real thing, but it'd be a weird upgrade.
I would just do the 5500 with the 4060. Yes, Gen 3, technical, there should be some limitations, but it's not as big as you might think, especially with the 4060 being a full Gen 4x16 card. Really, the major issue happens when it's a by 8 card. So like the 6600, even we've done a build guide with it. That was our New Year's build guide. It still did good. It just all depends on your expectations. It's still, that GPU upgrade will be massive compared to a 2048. You'll be very happy with it.
Yeah, and for streaming, you know.
What's your opinion? Dude, if I had $1 for every time we've had this question, what is your opinion on the 5070, specifically since the performance is similar to the RTX 4090? Okay, first of all, we don't really know. There's no reviews out there. Secondly, all signs point to it being similar to a 4090 when it comes to using DLSS 4, which performance to performance, hardware to hardware, if you look at the specs that NVIDIA provided of the 4090 and 5070, physically, there's no way they're the same GPU. Like, if you look at the actual build out of the GPUs, the people have turned out as like, there's no way this graphics card performs like this graphics card because they're physically not the same. So unless there's some voodoo magic, which I think the voodoo magic is DLSS 4, it's marketing, which, I mean, again, I don't blame them. Like, I think, I even said in one of our hot take shorts that DLSS, depending on the game, I get some games, people who really are like competitive shooters, things like that, it's a problem. But depending on the game, I've played multiple single player, like very demanding games on my 4070 Ti, running DLSS with frame gen. I enjoyed the game just fine. It was fun. So, fine, brag about it, that's cool. And we're talking about like 4K or 1440p here, and that makes DLSS and frame gen look even less noticeable.
the marketing is working. Well, that's NVIDIA for you.
That's
NVIDIA doesn't really even need to. I mean, look at how many people hated on the 4060 and 4060 Ti, and they're pretty much becoming like one of the most popular GPUs in the market. Not saying I agree with that, but clearly people buy NVIDIA to buy NVIDIA.
Yeah, no, I love that people researched Jensen's jacket that he wore on stage. It was an $8,000 leather jacket. That's called big baller.
I mean, dude's probably worth like over $1 billion,
Billions.
so.
That's nothing. How much was this build, you mean? This build will be for sale for $775. That's a good deal.
They want to join our raid guild?
Yeah, $775 at pcbros. So you're looking for a nice budget PC, under $1,000. Looks clean.
Try to sprinkle in some good deals every so often, you know?
We try to add value every so often.
What is this freaking block right here?
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Is it like to make things cleaner?
Maybe. Has a 60 series card never ever been not the most popular is what you're trying to say. I feel like every time it's the most popular card because it's the cheapest mainstream card that doesn't get shit on by
Maybe
burgers.
when I would say like when 10 series was out, like 1050 and 1050 Ti might have been
pretty popular.
I feel like actually the 1050 Ti, I'm thinking about how long that card still sold. It's funny because we were talking about how Nvidia like doesn't like to sell stuff. Think about the GT 1030 and the 1050 Ti.
Those are still going.
Those cards somehow they have sold. I think they're finally like almost done, or maybe they are done. And it's all dead stock, but I feel like they've sold those cards for probably close to like 8 years.
3050 is a useless card. I don't agree with that.
No.
We've done so much videos with the 3050. Useless is kind of a pointless.
I wouldn't even say it's
terminology.
close to useless.
It's one of those things where if you have the right expectations for it, it makes sense. 6 gig specifically, we will stand by the 6 gig no matter what, even though we seem like we're the only ones on the island for the 6 gig.
I'll die on that island.
We'll die on that island. For office PC upgrades, it's perfect. If we're talking about 3058 gig, depending on the price, obviously it's not faster by a significant margin than any other GPU. In some cases, it's slower compared to AMD's alternative. But if you're running NVIDIA and you want a solid GPU still that's good for 1080p, 3058 gig.
Like, I'm just saying, I didn't believe in the 3058 gig even until really was once we did the live streaming video where I compared to the 6600 and it was better. And
It was better
like,
than live streaming.
Okay,
Yep.
well.
I love my budget Amazon keyboard. Nice. Hey, it's live free. I'm on YouTube Day. Let's go.
Whoa.
To replace that 10700F 2070 Super System, would you go new Intel or AM5? AM5.
M5.
Intel has done nothing. I mean, the Ultra CPUs exist, but like I feel like nobody besides just one dude in our Discord who is like Intel stan and says no matter what, I'm buying an Intel CPU. There's still people at the office. I mean, there's shortcoming now who are starting to convert. It's kind of crazy, I'll be honest with you. But even then, like if Intel came out with their new Ultra next gen and we're like dominating the market, great value CPUs compared to AMD, we would just be right on that hype train also. Like we're not loyalists to any brands. There was a period of time there we wouldn't even recommend AM5 because it was too expensive and we were just doing 10 through 12 gen Intel CPUs. That was the main builds we wanted. That everyone complained that we weren't building with AMD enough.
When honestly, when we were doing the, we would have kept, because like Intel never really did get expensive or unnecessary. It was really just the oxidization issue. And it was very like unknown if it would, basically Intel came out and said, no, it only affects this. And then no, it only affects this. And eventually it was like, oh, it seems like it's affecting almost everything.
Yeah, and now that AM5 is more affordable, DDR5 is more affordable, it's one of those things where even if you are okay with the lack of the oxidation issues going on, you're still spending a lot of money on a platform that has no more upgrade path, when you still theoretically AM5 has a lot more to go. So it's just kind of like long-term and performance and just don't have a headache. Go AM5.
Wouldn't that be a 180 if AMD pulled an Intel on us and then said like Raptor 9000, we're coming out with a new board by the way, new platform.
That would definitely take a hit in their reputation for sure. What are your thoughts on the 3070 being do you think it's obsolete, Michael? Do you think it is? I don't think it is.
Did I say the 3070?
8 gigs of VRAM is not obsolete, guys. Y'all are just crazy. We talked about this. There are some games, don't get me wrong, there are videos out there. There are some games, if you try to play them, they will max out the VRAM and have issues, but it's not every single game on the market. Like, there are games that
I heard
have
you said the other
issues.
day where you're like, it's the games that people play for one day to benchmark
That's
a
what I'm
GPU.
saying. It's literally like half of the games that people are talking about. They list off these games that I'm just like,
You've never met someone who's actually played
I
them.
call them tech demos. Like, they're literally just like super high graphic games that people don't actually play. If you look at the games that people are actually playing, then yeah, it's, you know, maybe you don't need it much more than 8 gigs. 8 gigs is still fine. It also depends on resolution, you know, but once you get to like the level where you're getting a 1440p card, most 1440p GPUs are at least 12 gigs or higher. So.
Preach, preach. No, I still vouch for pretty much all of 30 and even 20 series. I still vouch for all of those for your use case. I mean, shit, for that matter, I still vouch for 900 series and 10 series. I just think, I think this is the elitist mindset that keeps people from building PCs, guys.
They get scared and they overthink it.
Because yeah, you guys, we gotta be all inclusive here. You know, it's like, if someone says I just want to play Roblox, Fortnite, and Minecraft, don't tell them a 3070 isn't gonna do it and it's not good enough. You know, it makes no difference.
Nope. And it's all about price too. We're not talking like the 3070 is like an expensive ass graphics card.
And also, I think Big Woolly's the one who just said the 3070 is irrelevant, but 1080 is still relevant. Is that what you're saying? Or I might have mixed you up.
All right, hold on.
Because if that's the case, I
you
fully
drunk?
am disagreeing with you.
Where'd you see that?
Who's the one? No, that was Mental Metal. Okay.
I know he's the one who said, "What are your thoughts on the 3070 being
That,
obsolete?"
I
now?"
saw
I'm
the
assuming-
purple.
Knowing
so
him,
sorry,
he
not
said,
Big Woolly.
Knowing,
You're good.
Knowing him, he's probably saying that in a troll way. I would assume.
Probably. I would hope, yeah, because that's Mental Metalhead. You're all
Big
about
Wooly
budget.
said, "I
Come
said
on.
nothing about the 3070." Big
Sorry,
Wooly.
your name was purple. Mental Metalhead's purple. All right, I take back what I said about you.
All right, who here
But
in
if someone
chat-
did say that.
All right, I need to ask. This is the question. Y'all are gonna either make me look like an idiot or smart. Who here is actively playing Indiana Jones and the Great Circle? Tell me right now. Because like that is a game that a lot of people are doing that same crap where they're just like, oh well, you know, it doesn't run
It's
well.
not keeping up anymore.
Mr. Clean, no, you're lying. No, you're not. You all are lying.
All right, how's the story going? What's happening?
Yeah, tell me the story. What's happening? Nah. Nope. Send me your hours.
How many of
in
y'all are
Discord
playing
right
because
now.
you got it for free?
Someone said Game Pass, so there you
Yeah.
go.
Game Pass, or they were forcing it on every single piece of hardware
It's like
you're buying for a while.
$69. Who's buying that for $69? I mean, don't get me wrong. There's some people who love Indiana Jones. Cool, enjoy, but like, my God.
You know, it's funny because like I really like Indiana Jones, but I don't think I've ever met someone who told me like they're an Indiana Jones fan.
I'm at the Vatican looking for the Giants. I don't believe you. You literally just looked up name a level.
I gotta say though, Lego Indiana Jones, now that went hard.
And you know what? That's only gonna need 8 gigs of VRAM.
Weirdly enough, I could see a Lego game needing a lot to render stuff.
Now, there's a different argument too. Like, one thing that I'll stand by, while I say you don't need any more VRAM, it is kind of stingy that these companies are not putting more VRAM
Yeah.
in these cards because it's not that expensive. I think they could, but they just won't. So, you know. Because like I remember doing research, which again, that was for older video memory. We're doing research on one of those 580s that was GDDR5. You could find literally the memory modules for like 2 to 4 gig modules, and they were like $1 a piece. But like, I know obviously with like GDDR6X or whatever generation we're going to, GDDR7, whatever, it's probably gonna be more. But still, like it's doable.
Yeah, I remember.
Okay,
when it's been like some.
This guy's a
shortages.
liar. TB the Creek. I've been playing Indiana Jones 2 hours a day when I get home from the shop.
I know he's capping.
He is capping hard. He's been playing Fortnite. That's it. CPU power?
Yeah, 2 hours a day.
That's crazy.
He said it's his part-time job. He's a dev tester. All right, I'm gonna need. You get a fan header at the bottom.
Michael, were you like trolling when you said that, by the way, too? Like, because
you
you haven't
curious
really
now?
you haven't really said anything. You just said you're gonna now add 8 gigs of VRAM to your 3070.
Oh,
What'd you say?
fan header.
There's 2 down here by the power supply.
One scene for Michael. That's what I want to know is Michael, what games or what are you doing where you're using more than 8?
I'm waiting for Indiana Jones. Like, oh no. I know another one, which again is a popular game. Last of Us was like the first one that came out that a lot of people were like, oh, it's eating up VRAM. Popular game, but who's still actively playing Last of Us? You play it once, you're done. Cool. Any of the like games that you play on the regular that are like repeatable?
Oh, did you see, by the way, I was looking at Marvel Rival settings. They took out forced ray tracing.
Really? That's cool.
Yeah, so now, do you remember before there was 4 settings?
Yeah.
So it was like SSGI low, high, and then whatever the other 2 were. Now it's high, low, high, off.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's actually awesome.
So I'm assuming they probably had enough people complain that were like, I can't even play the game.
Well, what's it called? Linus just did a video on that actually, where they went over like, you must need RTX to play, and did a test of freaking Indiana Jones. And they're like going through the whole thing and just like showing how like the cheapest RTX card, like the 2060, just can't even run those games. And like if you go to something that's not even, that's like a higher end, like 10 series or something, it just doesn't even run it.
ARGB header at bottom, preferably.
I do not believe you. Send me a screenshot. There's no way. He said Phasmophobia is pulling 8 gigs of VRAM. That's cap.
Something's wrong.
There's something that's ARGB's over here.
And okay, I need to know too. Is this? I feel like. All right. I feel like you guys with VRAM are like you all with utilization and temperatures. Like if it's anywhere near full usage, you guys are like it's just killing it. Like it's done. And I'm like,
I want to
that's
load
a good thing. Like
I want to load Phasmophobia on my PC right now because like I'll run it at like 4K and I bet I pull 6 gigs of VRAM.
I don't know. Like, am I crazy, chat? Like, if you're not getting major like hitching or problems and you're not using literally your full amount of VRAM, why does it matter? Are you guys just afraid to see it get close?
It's really the like, if I'm stuttering constantly and then I look at the information and I'm maxed out on VRAM, okay, you have a problem. But if you're not, then
It's just like the temperatures, man. I'm telling you. Like, chat will be like, I'm overheating, and you're
serious
like,
noobs just said F you all then. Oh no. Wait,
Who is it?
were you asking us a question?
oh.
Oh, like I understand there's a lot of people in chat, but dude, I've asked the same question oh my God. You made me not want to answer this question, I'll be honest with you.
I know, I really.
And you keep reading the message 1 or 2 under, like,
can you send the message again?
we're just ignoring you on purpose.
You also have to remember we've never seen you here in this chat before, so we're naturally just gonna like respond to the people who are, we always see first.
He's been crying. I'm sorry. We're trying our best here. Honestly, now that you said F you all then, I don't even want to respond to you, so I might as well just leave at this point. Just recently built my new PC, Ryzen 5 5600 with a 3060, so far working wonderfully. Nice.
Oh, he didn't even say F you.
I was trying to be friendly for the stream.
I feel like I feel like at least once a week we have someone come in like that where they're like, it feels like they're like entitled to like
help me
us or something.
Screw you if you don't help me.
And no, it always is that. It's never like I really like you guys, and then they say F you because we don't respond. Which I would feel less bad. I would feel bad about that. I'd be like, oh man, you like us? I'm sorry. But it's the fact that people come in probably because they try to build a PC or do something stupid, and then they're like mad that we're not answering them. And I'm like, well, I mean, you're the one who you do this to yourself.
Don't worry, I'm new to. Yeah, you are plum crazy. I don't know who you are.
You can't even find his question in chat. He claims he asked like 5 times. I didn't really see it, but.
Wait for the expose video. The Toasty Bros.
They're
bad
greedy.
streamers.
They're greedy and they hate their fans.
They just ask for money.
See, now I'm like glued to chat. I'm waiting for anything.
Chat, are we evil people? Let us know.
Your videos helped me with my recent build.
There you go.
If I didn't respond to that, would you say F us?
I'm worth answering. He's been. Oh, dude.
Oh.
Okay. Well.
All right. Well, it was nice seeing you, buddy.
I was gonna say if there was another mean reply, that's what's gonna happen next. But I guess we've already took matters into our own hands.
It's these damn Roblox kids, dude.
Yeah.
They just discovered cuss words and they think they're like really cool if they say them. It's another wolf gangster. I haven't seen him in a while. I don't know how he's doing. Probably in
jail.
Yeah, I was gonna say detention center. India's most wanted.
5-star challenge.
IRL. Oh, where's this fan come from? What the Sigma? Did you?
Can someone give me a sub? McFlurries, can someone get a sub? Need me to plug something up?
Never mind. I got it.
Okay. GPU is going in. Last call.
Put it in. GPU-itize me, Captain.
Yeah, I got to plan to build with it. I saw those combos showed up. Guys, if you haven't seen the combos, I think they're actually still for sale on Newegg right now.
I think I planned one. Did you do more than one?
No, I just had the combo up here because I was waiting for some AliExpress stuff.
Dude,
to
the way
show
they
up.
packaged it was horrible, by the way.
Dude,
It was just in the like both combos were just in a box with no padding, and it was a
Nice.
big box, so it was just loose.
But anywho, I'll show you guys because I have one over there. Zolman's doing like a combo on Newegg right now for their Z3 Iceberg. I think it's a micro ATX case, white tower cooler, and the Gigamax 600 watt for $99 with free shipping.
We relate to those coolers because the Berg.
The Berg. Yeah, no, if you're doing like a really budget build and you don't like care about it, oh my gosh, Rebel Gaming, thank you for getting this up. Let's go. You know, like, they still look pretty solid. They still look good. But if you really just have no preference in case and just want something that's budget friendly, $99 for all three of those things is good.
If you're looking for that typical like bang for buck that all the tech YouTubers crave.
Man, the 48-hour stream was kind of epic. Don't we know?
Really?
Don't we know? Y'all just sit there and just think, dang, they went 48 hours.
Damn.
Because I did. I was like, dang, we were here for 48 hours.
We were here for 40 hours.
I had to
Did we go
I had to
for
Febreze bomb and put everything to clean that corner out because it smelled like armpit.
All right, guys. I'm just saying, I happen to be the one in the corner. He's saying corner. I swear I didn't smell that bad.
No. I know who smelled bad. He even admitted to smelling bad.
Was the one who said he shit in your chair?
No. The other guy said, he was like, yeah, I knew I smelled awful.
Thank you,
Gingerbread, they were the gifted sub. You guys look awful at the end, though. Thank you. I appreciate
Thanks.
that.
I mean, we probably felt the way we looked.
Yeah, we were down bad. Hey, someone gave McFlurry's a sub. Let's go. Ready for another 48 hour? In about a year or so.
Yeah,
I do want to do
It
another
didn't
one,
leave a bad taste in my mouth at all, which
No,
was nice.
there was nothing bad that like I really enjoyed it. It was fun.
The shifting worked out flawlessly. I was worried that it might not, and I was telling Zach, I was telling Chi the other day, I was saying, if next time, because I felt bad like leaving Zach up alone, even though he seemed to like it, which is good, but it's obviously a lot less fun not playing with one other person. I was like, if we did the same time again, and I was able to come in closer to like, let's say 10, or like, yeah, I'd probably say 10, the same time as them, rather than like 8:30 or so, I would probably be able to stay up till closer to 5.
Nice.
It's just waking up at, around 8 o'clock or so. Actually, I think I woke up like 7 something now I think about it. Because, no, we started at 9, didn't we? See, I
started at 9, yeah.
So I woke up at like 6:50 or 7. If I was able to wake up closer to like, 8:30 or 9, I could definitely make it till 4 or 5.
72-hour stream next year. Y'all are nuts. Bros, the RTX 5090 Cyberpunk 0 BS 34 FPS. It's not perfect. Was that even English? What did you just say? Or that's the 4070. Good GPU. How you feeling? We're feeling great. We're thriving.
Just make sure you find that 4070 for the right price.
Why is this on its own? Is this not RGB?
No. Nope, static.
But you know what? This is value, guys. Don't worry about it.
It's great value.
40-hour stream once a month. Y'all are crazy, dude.
Yeah, that's all right.
No, I'm good. No, and also it'll burn. Like honestly, if we did that, it would start to just be like the normal stream. I feel like we have to keep something special about it. You know, like the rarity of it brings the hype.
I feel like until we grow a lot bigger, there's no way you guys would, and I wouldn't even want you all
Consistently getting us over to 900 subs.
Yeah, I mean that's so much money each time.
That's a lot. Yeah, unless we're like, I'll take a picture too. Unless we're like massive and we have like a couple thousand followers, not 1,000, a couple thousand viewers where the subs are spread out, I don't see that working consistently. Someone's taking a personal day if you can see.
We talking toasty or PC?
PC. Our Rock is taking a personal day. Tool.
Oh wow, Tool.
Do you guys have any plans to do a charity stream? We could do a charity stream at some point. That might be a good idea for what's it called? I don't know how we would do it though, because I feel like the way we would really raise a lot for charity would be another like long stream like that.
We could donate it all to like a Better Business Bureau or something like that.
Yeah, Better Business Bureau. Shout out Better Business Bureau. Yeah, we could do what's it called? I don't know. I'm thinking about it. We could do something like that. We haven't done it in a while though. We used to do Extra Life like all the time.
That was way back in the day.
You're here early.
You guys are just late.
Oh.
We've been building, brother.
You have me questioning for a second. It's like, what do you mean we're late? We just finished the build like 20 minutes early.
You get looked up and it was 10 o'clock.
I mean, like, cool.
I would say, why are you in here?
Do you guys think the fish tank RGB aesthetic is going to change soon? I personally don't like it, but it's the current meta. I mean, there's always going to be new cases that come to the market. I mean, right now, that seems to be the budget meta, because like even cases around $60 to $100 all have that style, so.
I don't really know how much more cases. I mean, when you really think about it, I feel like cases have changed a lot, but they also haven't. Like, because you can find cases that were made in the early 2000s that had, you know, full. It was acrylic, but acrylic side panels, and they were a lot bigger and uglier. But like, you know, cases. It's not like I don't think next year we're gonna have like a case that looks like an alien spaceship that goes viral.
Did you guys ever do a straight 24-hour stream, no sleep? I personally couldn't do that.
I couldn't do it probably.
We've tried. The furthest.
What?
Straight 24.
Straight
no
24.
sleep.
You could probably do it, but I don't think I could do it because like we've done it before and we've gotten to like 1920, and those last 4 hours just felt like horrid.
Yeah, like Matt and I have not ever actually made it to the 24. We always make it somewhere between like 18 and 20, I'd say. And it's like by the time we reached the 18 or 20, we were just like, holy crap. Now that has been a while. No, there's two trade-offs here. We were younger, so it should have been easier, but we also had way less following. So that's really what made it hurt a lot was around that time, we would have almost it'd be one chat every 5 minutes. So that made it feel like we could get out easier. I think we were so tired and we're like, dude, there's no one watching. Let's just end this. Now it'd be harder because there'd be so many of you all that, you know, we know you all would get us there, but it's the fact that could we get there as old men, as unk statuses.
We are on status. So like it wasn't, the thing is we didn't quit at 19 hours. Well, the first one we did, we quit at like 20 something hours. Like we actually, because we were very, very small back then. And we had like nobody watching. It wasn't a sub goal. We literally just said, we're just gonna stream for 24 hours. So we quit then, but then now the last one we did, it was a kind of subathon at the time. It was a subathon where once we hit certain sub goals, we would increase stream by an hour.
That was the one we did here.
That was the one we did at Zach's.
Oh, you're talking about, well, we did one here too, remember?
Oh yeah, we did one here too, yeah. We did multiple.
We've actually done like,
Yeah.
I think
That one was close to 20 hours too, wasn't it?
I think
Or is
yeah, it was. We've attempted like 4, I believe, 24 hours that I remember. And then we used to do 12-hour live streams for our monthly giveaways. That was very normal for us for at least a year. And then now we're at 6-hour live streams. We did the 48 recently, which is different. It was fun. It was refreshing.
Now I got a message from Azrock. The package should be here by Tuesday. Let's go. Yeah, no, they've already sent me all the tracking links, so you should get yours soon.
We struggled to do the 12-hour live streams, so we said, let's do 48.
Yeah.
Staying up 20 hours hurts now for me. Yeah.
Best way to do 24 hours, sleep the whole day before, and then I feel like there's just a line though where you just, sleep is just not beneficial once you get past a certain amount of time. Like you don't just build up a sleep bank where you could just stay up 24 hours.
There was that one day towards the beginning of this year, I think it was in the spring, when I was doing that concrete job in my house, and I remember I came to work at, you know, I would have woken up at around 6:50 a.m. and then as soon as I got home at 3, I started the concrete, but it was like one of those things where I couldn't stop because, you know, it dries. And it was like a 130 bag job that I was doing mostly myself. And I remember I went to bed around 3:30 a.m. and that was like, because I came to work the next day. I remember I told you, I was like, I can't make it to stream. I'm gonna be like an hour late. But I was like the most sore and tired I've been in forever.
So Among Us stream with Discord, oh God. Oh God. So the PC trade show at the end, with CES, they completely tested the 5090. It sucks with 0 DLSS, RT, no AI. I choose 35 FPS performance. English is my second language though. So most of the tests that they were testing it without DLSS are games that no GPU can actually even run at 60. So it's one of those things where like, I think this new generation is gonna be very heavy on DLSS tech. In terms of pure performance, again, we gotta wait for the benchmarks. It might not be a major upgrade when you turn DLSS off, but we'll see.
You can stay up 37 hours fully functional. Well, maybe that's what's wrong.
I just prefer not to harm myself in that way.
I have to say, if that was, because it was in the Nvidia booth, I mean, props to Nvidia for actually
letting
Having
people
the
see
balls
that.
to do that and let people see it. 3200F and a 1080 Ti thoughts. Yeah, I mean it's 2070
Sure.
Super. I mean, yeah, because you're gonna have the that's a Gen 3 by 16 card anyways. So I mean, yeah, it probably is actually fairly well performing, I'd say.
5070 is apparently 20% better than the 4070. Well, we gotta wait for official benchmarks. There's a lot of leaks out there, but we gotta wait for official benchmarks.
I know I've heard some people say it's literally the exact same without AI. I've heard some people say, you know, it's still gonna be like a 4080 or 4080 Super. I will be really happy if they can make the 5070 perform like a 4080 for the price of the 4070.
Are you kidding me?
No?
No, we missed a. They tried to deliver. They said
Oh, it's because Tom's not here. If he was here, he would have done it.
it was it didn't. It was this.
Oh, I thought we already got it.
We didn't. I thought it was, but we didn't.
Oh. It's going back.
They still hunt you down.
Nvidia
That's
posted
what sucks
benches of
about
games.
packages is it sucks that they don't just try to redeliver like the same.
I'm surprised I didn't hear the
day.
doorbell ringing. Actually, that's why I was
I
like,
think I heard it. I do like how they just took a picture like really far away, just like the bay door. Makes me wonder if they just were like, I don't know if I get out.
you always gotta wait for third-party benchmarks because there's always a way to manipulate those graphs, and a lot of them sometimes don't end up being exactly true. So always wait for third parties to benchmark if you want to like know 100% what you're getting.
Yeah, the problem with a lot of the
Live free, thank you.
oh god, a lot of the benchmarks are kind of biased at first too, because you got to think there are people who either really like Nvidia or really hate them. Same with AMD, so it's best to wait until you get the people, honestly, like us or other YouTubers like that, where like we don't have any like signed deals. We don't really care what brand it
Is
is.
this guy dead?
Looks a little dead.
You
He's
gotta
taking
pull the armchair things up.
Oh, you gotta. It's like they wanted the ad spot.
Is that what they do? They want that? Oh my god.
They wanted a
Steven?
clip like- they wanted a
Steven,
clip
is that
like
you?
this of someone on their phone.
Oh, so that's what they wanted. That's the point of it.
I can get it for a handheld maybe. You're like,
Mr. Hawkins, is that you?
you should make
If you
benchmark
remember
videos.
the
Go
song,
to
like, coming at you.
Go to PC Bros YouTube channel. That's where we post a lot of benchmark content.
That's why we love the Toasty Bros. We're not bi here.
There's always a
We're
possibility.
bi and we have asses.
What?
What?
Biased.
Oh,
We have asses.
I thought that was like an invitation or something at first. I was like, huh?
Lies.
Deceit. Thank you, Racer Campos.
Racer Campos.
I like how I that one person Clayler subbed earlier. I feel like they were on our original like Minecraft server.
Like the original? Like,
Not like the you and I original, but like the one where I think it was like the toaster oven one that we ran for a while. Do you remember
I
how
named
around?
it-
Do you remember around that same time we had that kid, the leather kid, the one that like was
yeah,
really,
that was he was like obsessed with G Fuel. He had a really nice setup.
He was in the nicest way possible. I don't think he's here, but he's very cocky. Like
Yeah.
he was like, "Oh, I make all this money because I sell like leather
Yeah.
belts or
Belt
something."
buckles,
Yes.
He had goat in the name.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I feel like Clayler was around that generation. Like I remember that.
Rock
name
there
from
the
that.
resub.
Oh, dude, I remember he had goat in the name. That's all I remember. And then he refunded all the subs.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was the other. Yeah, and he admitted, like, he was the one that he reached out to us and was like, "Can I get my money back?" And we're like, "How?"
That was like our first big stream, and he gifted like so many subs, and then he was like, "Can I get a refund?"
And he got it too, I think. But I think he got it through Twitch, not us.
When y'all releasing a Funko, we have exclusive Funkos.
The pump Funko. You want us to bench the new 560 and 570 when we get our hands on it?
If we get one, I mean, we'll get one eventually.
It'll get benchmarked at some point.
My base got rated on the server. The entire server got screwed at the end.
Good upgrade for the 8700K. Thinking a 580 or a 1080. Well, those are like drastically different. I'm assuming you're looking. Well, you have to be looking used. I wouldn't. If you have a choice, I would definitely do the 1080.
Yeah.
I mean, 1080 is like
Significantly better.
much more raw horsepower. That's gonna be more like a 2060 Super.
Where's your Matt and Jackson Funko? Have you guys seen these before?
A Funkas. Can we benchmark the Funko? Probably not. You think the 9070 XT will be the underrated dog? I don't know. It's I said underrated dog, the underdog.
There was a statement AMD put out where they're like, We didn't talk about the 97 XT. I don't know if this was an official statement, by the way. I saw this on Twitter, so this could be totally wrong. But like they were talking about like they need their own. It needs its own special event. I was like,
Oh, wow.
And I was like, just tell us about the graphics card.
That is
please.
something a good way of saying like, yeah, it's not as good as we thought it was gonna be. We
Sweet.
saw Nvidia's card and got scared.
Here we go. Here we go.
Yeah, it's always, it's scary because like now that Nvidia has shown the performances of their cards, I do have to wonder if there really is much more that we're really missing out on in terms of like, the 4090 from the 4070 from the 3080 Ti was like a huge step up. So it's like
everyone wants to buy those Funkos. Like so there's a I think on Funko's website you can make custom ones, and that was just a gift that was given to us.
It's the stash, man. Sorry, I know I said the 4070 was not way better than 3080 Ti. I just meant like similar performance. But I'm like, so far I feel like we haven't really seen that without upscaling and stuff. So I don't know.
This frame warp, and I think they're both AI based. Everything is AI based nowadays. Because I know a lot of because they have the new thing with frame gen that will be coming to DLSS 3 as well. That should reduce CPU overhead with frame gen.
Dude, just wait. Consoles are gonna be pushing 8K now at 1080p. It's gonna be crazy. The way that YouTube knows he said it was so funny. I made a Funko of my sister.
Okay.
You missed the end, buddy.
Jackson's Funko looks like Ted Lasso. I can see it.
Who's Ted Lasso?
Have you not seen that show? Let me see.
Oh, Camp Laszlo. Y'all remember that? It's time for Camp
Here we go,
Laszlo.
Chad. Here we go.
The consoles will be 8K, but 4K
It
internally.
does look a lot like Ted Lasso.
Oh yeah. Is he the one that does like all of the SNL?
I think he was on SNL.
Like,
what
was it the news anchor one?
Something Stakis. I don't know his first name. But the show Ted Lasso is really good.
PlayStation has a DLSS equivalent. No, I think the next gen console,
Jason Sudeikis.
they're gonna be pushing 4K and it's gonna or 8K and it's just gonna be crazy.
Morning. I saw you on the late night short grind, brother.
Yeah. Is that static?
Yeah.
It is static.
Sadly.
Salute.
Can I get a bite of that?
No can do.
Yeah, this is one of the ones that I think we accidentally bought.
Yeah.
We're sending all the other ones back, but I guess I somehow got my
That
hands on this
Funko is holding a Royal Honey. Oh, Royal Honey's been mentioned, guys. Surprise, surprise.
PC console. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I
guess,
think the consoles are definitely, they are very power efficient. I gotta give it to them. They're power efficient. They look really good when they play the games. So.
Do we need a Malort emote at this point?
Ooh, be fire.
Malort.
My
You
lord.
do it every time someone sends it.
No.
It's not my lord. It's my lord, guys.
My
It's
lord.
mine. It's not your lord. It's my lord.
How many subs do you do to more right now?
Oh my god, it'd be such a way to start the day.
No.
No, I'm not saying like you actually have to do it. But like if someone were to pay, you.
I would do it for 50,
100.
100.
100 gifted.
Would you do a full shot or like a little sippy shot?
Full shot.
A full shot.
Holy shit. See, I would do like a sippy for 50. 100 would probably be like the full shot.
Like overflowing.
Yeah, I would do a sip for 50, but 100, yeah, full shot.
Matt Giat.
Don't even take this as a real thing, guys.
Would you instantly 100?
Like freaking what's it called? Comes in Jawa. Comes in
Jawa's
and
like,
drops
hey,
100.
yeah, we realized we had more budget. Here's 100 more.
Picture this: every single morning stream, Jawa comes in and does 100 subs for you, a full Malort shot.
Is that
I
worth the
I eventually start
alcoholism?
to like it. What's up with Best Buy? They're selling PCs with Nvidia's new 5000 series GPUs, but the CPUs are all very high end, like Ultra series, Ryzen 9 and above. The cheapest 5000 is 1800.
That's probably accurate.
However, you can already see those.
They're probably listing them. I know CyberPower, iBuyPower, and the other ones have already been marketing, hey, we're going to have these, you can pre-order, even though you have no idea what they perform like.
One thing about pre-built companies that I've noticed, and I feel like we and a couple others are like the only exception, And like, I agree highly with ZTT Short, where he said, I don't get why people use i7s, i9s, Ryzen 7s, and Ryzen 9s when the 5s exist, for most people. And
Pre-built companies are definitely in the like i7,
oh my God,
i9,
yeah. i7 with the 4060, that's so common. Like, it'll be a 14-gen i7 with a 4060, and it's like, it makes no sense. But people see those, it's all about marketing. If whatever they think sells is what they're gonna do. We're not the best.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to go 50 series, might as well go nice CPU. But there's that fine line of like, you don't need like the best of the best CPU.
Yeah, for like a 5070 or lower, like 5070, 5060, I would do 5s for those, or maybe 7s, depending on, like 90X3D would be a good pair.
Yeah, 7000X3D or 9000X3D, I'd be fine with 5080. Like, it'd be fine.
But then like the 5090 and stuff like that, of course, that's where I would go, i7, i9, or Ryzen 7, Ryzen 9.
Look up the Zalman Z3 on Newegg.
It should be, I think they're only white, right?
Yeah, or you can check our YouTube community post. If you go on our YouTube channel, go to our community, there is a post I made.
Oh, got a guide the raid to cartoons.
Nice. Cartoons! Oh, goodness gracious.
I wonder how long those deals are going to last, the combos.
I don't know. I thought they would be gone pretty quickly, but they're still...
I feel like a lot of people are buying them.
Yeah, there's still a lot, I think. I see it now. Is it in stock still?
Matt, are you on Red Note?
No.
What is that? Is that social media?
Isn't it like a...
Oh, Red Note. I just said Bread Note.
I thought it was like a Pinterest and like...
It's pretty much TikTok, but China, which is already... that's why I don't...
Red
Chad, is there something I'm missing? Like, I get this, the new TikTok, but like, why
I guess
will
they're
it
just
not
not
get
specifically going after the owners of that company. That's the only thing I can think of. But it'll probably get banned eventually. I give it like
That's
a
what
year
I mean.
or two.
Like, why wouldn't it get banned?
It might, but so the reason why TikTok...
It's a money grab right
The
now.
whole reason why TikTok got banned is because they refused to give access to an American company, and it was owned by a Chinese company.
It wouldn't. I don't even think it was access. They were saying that they
wanted
needed
to
to
sell.
Like, they were saying you can't have TikTok here if you don't sell it.
They wanted to sell the rights to the American portion. They wanted it to where there was a TikTok America and then a TikTok International, basically. And they wanted an American company on TikTok America. Is how I remember seeing it. But Red Note's already said they plan on splitting it after this giant surge of people into two apps to make one for mainland China and then one for the rest of the world.
Well, then I guess we're signing up for Red Note.
Huh.
So who knows if that's gonna like appease them, but they've already talked about splitting it up
Interesting.
after this giant surge of people.
We'll go do the obligatory claim.
I don't like the name of it. It weirds me out.
Xiaoshu?
No, Red Note.
Okay, so
I feel like TikTok at least sounded like funny and goofy, but Red Note just it sounds like, I don't know, communist.
I mean, there it is.
Wow.
it's very.
Yeah, it's...
I feel like I'm downloading
I mean,
AliExpress.
it is a Chinese social media app. Like
You know what's funny is I've heard a lot of people, I've seen posts about it where people are like, which I mean, I don't know, it could be a marketing thing, but they're like extremely welcoming.
Yeah.
Like whenever they make, videos, they're like, oh, we want Americans on here.
they're very nice from what I've seen. If you're
Not that I think, I would say, and I don't have any stereotype against China.
there's only I'm not gonna say it actually. I'll say it off stream. I'll say it.
Yeah, like,
Queso posted a TikTok on there, or someone pretended to be Queso posted a TikTok, and the top comment was a Chinese person who said, "Why do you eat like your healthcare is free?"
I like how there's just, I'm looking at posts and it just is a bunch of people saying TikTok refugees here.
Red Note just sounds commie. Yeah, like, that's what I was saying. I was like, I feel like, I don't know. Where does the name come from, Red Note?
The notes are red.
China. China.
How do I even make an account? It's making me use a China phone number.
Trying to join Red Note?
Yeah. How did you join Red Note?
Yeah, I thought it'd be fun.
How did you make an account?
I just made one. I mean, it didn't give me any trouble at all, so I don't know where.
Matt's saying he needs a Chinese phone number.
Okay, do log in. Oh, that's it. Back. Hit the Apple logo.
Oh, so I gotta make an account with my Apple ID?
Yeah. But
So
then
you're saying
give them
you
the
think
fake email.
TikTok the
There's
issue was
always the
they were
option of hide
closely
your email.
aligned with the
Okay.
Chinese government? I feel
And
like
then-
isn't that the problem though? Is won't Red Note kind of become the same thing? Because I thought like China was just kind of controlling when it comes to any business. So not.
I don't
not
think
factual.
most businesses are trying to move to Red Note. I think a lot of just people that like.
No. I'm saying Red Note as they're saying TikTok security because the company was closely aligned with the Chinese government, and that's what I was saying is I don't understand how I feel like any business that is in China, the Chinese government, if they want any part of it, they get part of it.
Yeah.
You know
or
what I'm saying?
You give them
Yeah.
one of you go.
With it being kind of still, to my knowledge, mostly like monarchy / communist,
Comments.
right? So like that's why I'm like they kind of have to share everything anyway. So I'm like I don't know. I'm confused on how this will be any different.
Our
I
government
heard the
can't stop
algorithm
you.
sucks a lot more on Red Note than it did on TikTok.
The algorithm?
Wait, is TikTok banned today?
Are you already getting thirst traps?
Did TikTok get banned today, or is it going to get banned?
I don't know.
I think it's like this weekend, Sunday.
Yeah, I thought it was. Like, as far as I remember, it was on Cass's
Not on
birthday.
God's day.
Cass's birthday.
Happy birthday.
I feel like I just gave my life to the Chinese government right now.
I did,
This
but I
person
don't-
says I've been to China over 15 times and I love China. And like I said, there's no. I don't want anyone thinking there's no hate to China here at all.
Now, have you ever watched that interview
I'm more just
with
curious.
the CEO of TikTok and like?
Yes.
He says, "How do you feel China's? I'm from Singapore."
Yeah,
It's like-
it's the one where it's just like a bunch of old white men. They just keep constantly asking him like why he's a spy and why he's born in China.
I'm
and,
Singaporean. It's just every answer is I'm Singaporean.
like he was extremely well spoken, and the other guys were just like, but China, sir, why are you from there?
Would you stop being from there if you had a choice? I'm not from there, sir. I'm from Singapore. Doesn't sound like a no to me.
All right, guys, we're gonna raid cartoons. Cartoons is the raid today.
All right, what time on Sunday though? When's the last time I can hear Emily watching TikToks?
Well, I think because they said how it's going to work is it's going to cease operation in the U.S. And it's just going to like start relaying you to a website that just says we are banned in the U.S. now. Here's the reason why.
I was wondering too. Now, will TikTok will that be a thing where I don't know how apps work? Can you get a VPN technically that you can
No,
just?
because it's bound to your phone number.
Oh,
so
okay.
your phone number, if it's a U.S.-based phone number, you can't use TikTok.
Could you
People
get a
will invent
WhatsApp?
ways around, but I'm not sure how
They'll find a
complicated
way
they'll
around
be.
it.
Can you do a WhatsApp number in theory then?
Probably could if
I
you
get
get
a
one from
Japanese
everybody.
phone service.
Yeah. No, but anyone in the U.S. who doesn't, because VPN won't work because your account is tied to, it's based on your account, not your location.
Yeah. What'd you do Japanese? Don't they like not get along? I don't know,
TikTok's
Japan
not
and
Chinese.
China.
Not
TikTok's not Chinese. For the last time.
What?
TikTok's not Chinese.
Oh no,
Is it not?
Singaporean.
Oh, it is.
I
thought the guy was. I was like, I thought the guy was Singaporean. I'm like, I'm pretty sure that the website. Oh.
There's no thought behind it.
Okay. I was just like, I mean, maybe it's probably not going to get banned there, but I was like, I don't think they like each other very much, from what I've heard.
I was gonna say that's one of the groups China is not nice to. That's joining Red Note.
Bye.
You could get a prepaid phone from China.
You can just stop watching TikTok. Also, I hate to say it, but you could also just do something.
I
better.
never even got on it.
Not that I'm good at it. I'm gonna uninstall everything that has a scrolling on it, and try to see if I can improve.
All right, guys, we're rating cartoons. We hope you guys enjoyed that stream. We'll be live tomorrow for another gaming or another building stream, and then gaming on Sunday. See you guys.
Discord last night, and I was like, man, it kind of sucks TikTok's going away because like I see a lot of funny videos.